This is the MTPredictor weekly market update. And it's going to take a look at a couple of markets tonight, that being the YM, the daily and weekly chart, and then we're going to take a look at gold and see how these markets compare. Here we had our pullback, and in fact we can pull in our decision point pivot here, and we see that we can expect some support if the market comes down into this area here. And you see it came pretty close to that decision point support. You had a nice reversal bar here. And let's just see if we get we had a nice move back up to the 200-day moving average, this line here, another test of that area. And if we use this market structure low or swing low point here and project where's the next support area can we expect, and we use our decision point, we select that pivot, just click on it, and you see how it projects it out here into the future. So we have an area where we can anticipate that the market may find some support. And as we came up again, tested that 200-day moving average. Again, they weren't able to close above that area. So we know the chances are if they can't get above there, they're going to pull back. And they pulled right back into that decision point area that we projected off this low. And from there, we got a bounce off that area, and we're heading back to the 200-day. We'll see if we can get to the 200-day. If we can get a close above the 200-day, then let's just take a look at the weekly chart and give us another little area of where we can expect resistance, obviously at the daily 50 period. And you can see on the weekly chart we did close above the weekly 50 period here last week. So we'll see if we get a kind of a bottom forming in the weekly and heading back to the daily, again 200 period moving average that I showed you. This is the weekly 200 period up here, and you see that decision point prior that we pointed out really called the top at that point. And also the ADX is still a weekly sells. So let's take a look at gold here, and you see as the well, actually we got this TS4, very nice buy setup here, and this is the gold daily chart, by the way, and some very nice signals. Elliott wave, TS1, TS3, ABC corrections here. Really good software did a really good job at catching these turning points. You can see that. But let me go back to the so if you're looking for a good chart, if you're a end of day type of trader, gold chart is a good chart to look at. But here is this TS4. I can put the automatic analysis on that just so you can see the target. It was a 5-to-1 risk reward target. But just let's look at this. Looks like a nice clean pattern here. Let's just look and see. And I can do this with the right click, and I can look at Elliott waves and select the last on chart. I'm going to use the intermediate Elliott wave, and look, it tells us we had a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern here. 1 down to 2, up to 3, down to 4, into this minimum wave 5 resistance area here. And let's also project off this high. Let's see what our decision point resistance would be. So I can see the decision point here. I can select the pivot, one click. Okay, and it also shows me that I've got this decision point resistance in this area as well. So as maybe gold is putting in a bit of a top here, we saw on the YM maybe putting in a little bottom there. So maybe some selling in gold, maybe some buying coming in the YM. And so those are a couple things to watch for this week. All right, hope that's helpful, and we'll do it again next week.